Good for press issue because we have the power.
But I believe that the United Nations ought to take over the mandate in Iraq, that NATO ought to be involved, and that our troops ought to be coming home, especially the Guard and Reserves. That's essentially John Kerry's position, and interestingly, George Bush has now adopted John Kerry's position.
The very nations that bled for the Iraqi people when sanctions were there now have to understand when George Bush is gone, if he's gone, that they got to step up to the ball. They got to forgive Iraqi debt. They got to help train their military. They got to get in the game. They've got to get over it. They've got to get over it.
That our father is somebody who really listens. And I think that's an extraordinary quality and one that serves him well and one that any leader needs to have, because the leadership is about listening to this country, reflecting the needs of this country, and really serving this country. And that's the kind of leadership that we need starting in November.
We have squandered the goodwill that was there for the United States at 9/11, and that is something that George Bush is responsible for. And John Kerry understands he's not going to be unilateral. He's going to work within the community of nations and restore respect for international law and diplomacy, and restore respect for the sort of world community.
That right there is $12.99, that little ladybug. Oh, right.
All Democrats in town.
What are these? Then a large.
Large one, the white?
Yes, please.
Not good. I'll just use this, I guess. So, I don't need it.